the complex relationship between Belarus and Russia, a historical crossroads. Alexander Lukashenko, the long-standing leader of Belarus, is facing political challenges as a leaked document alleges a Russian plan to annex Belarus by 2030. While Lukashenko has downplayed or denied the annexation plan, the relationship between Belarus and Russia is one of unequal power dynamics. The next few minutes will explore the historical context of Belarus, its ties to Russia, and the potential implications of a full annexation. The historical influence of Russia. Belarus, located in the heart of Europe, has a history of being influenced by Russia's interests. During the Soviet Union era, Belarus had some independence but was primarily seen as a buffer state to protect Russia. The Belarusian culture was often molded to resemble the Russian one, and the borders of Belarus were changed to fit Russia's needs. However, the people of Belarus also played a crucial role in fighting against the Nazis during World War II, which further shaped their identity. Belarus is a buffer zone. With NATO expanding into neighboring countries like Poland and the Baltic states, Belarus continues to serve as a buffer zone for Russia. Its strategic location is vital for Russian security, especially considering the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Since the 1990s, integration agreements have merged Belarus's military, industry, intelligence, and energy policies with those of Russia. Motivations for Russian expansion. The expansion into Belarus did not solely originate from Russia's desire for control. Alexander Lukashenko, Belarus's leader since 1994, initially agreed to work with Russia on a plan called the Russo-Belarusian Union. However, Lukashenko aimed to become more powerful within the Union and challenge Russia's leadership. When Vladimir Putin took over from Boris Yeltsin, Lukashenko's ambitions were frustrated. The power difference between the two countries often resulted in tension, with Russia benefiting more from the relationship. Western sanctions and closer ties with Russia. The West unintentionally pushed Belarus closer to Russia by imposing sanctions on the Belarusian government. These sanctions limited Belarus's economic plans and forced them to rely more on Russia. In 2021, Lukashenko signed agreements pertaining to 28 integration projects with Russia, mainly in the economic, regulatory, and military spheres. Russia's annexation plan. A leaked document titled Strategic Goals of the Russian Federation in Belarus details Russia's plan for full annexation. The document discusses short, medium, and long-term goals, including constitutional reforms, limiting the influence of nationalist and pro-Western forces, currency unification, and a simplified procedure for Belarusians to obtain Russian travel documents. By 2030, Russia aims to control the information space, forge a common culture, and agree on a common interpretation of history. Challenges and potential consequences. Implementing the Belarusian annexation plan would face several challenges. Full-scale annexation would extend Russia's borders to Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia, increasing security costs for both sides. It would also require Russia to reckon with popular sentiment in Belarus, where a visible split has emerged between older generations with a Soviet identity and younger Belarusians looking towards the West. Lukashenko's personal role and his resourcefulness as a negotiator cannot be discounted, potentially complicating Putin's attempts to undermine his authority. Conclusion. Belarus finds itself at a historical crossroads, forced to pick sides due to the conflict in Ukraine. While the situation may worsen before it improves, Lukashenko's political intrigue with Putin has shown him to be a resourceful negotiator. The relationship between Belarus and Russia is complex, with power dynamics and historical influences shaping their interactions. The potential annexation of Belarus by Russia remains uncertain, but its implications would have far-reaching consequences for both countries and the region as a whole.
As always, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel, All Things Money, to see more content like this.